All right, thank you. Thank you. Hey everyone for coming out tonight. My name is Grant Hill. I'm running for District 88 House Race here. We got a really quick playbook here. We got 4 plays. Real simple. Our first one, we just got to get on base, first base. We talk about government efficiency. I know everyone talks about that. It's pretty simple, but that's the easy thing we can knock out and get really quick. First baseman. For instance, we have a whole bunch of state contracts that can be pretty fixed very simply with just some basic negotiation skills. For instance, the Iowa prisons, they use a company out of Vegas for their prison mail system, and they charge 42 cents for every piece of mail that you send in. We could probably get that down pretty easily to about 38, 40 cents a piece of mail that's coming into the prisons and save taxpayers some money. So that's just one example. There's several contracts I'm sure we could get down. For second base, we have a real simple thing. It's called plasma donations. Have you guys heard of it? Anyone here donating plasma? Yeah, right? It's great income. Usually in Iowa it's about $110, $125 a week if you go twice a week. It's easy money for some low-income earners and just to kind of help pay that funding gap in your budgets. There isn't a plasma center in District 88. There's one in Iowa City, Coralville, and there's one in Des Moines. So, and generally you have to be within 60 miles of a donation center to be able to donate there. So we have looked at some numbers and working on trying to get one maybe placed here in Oskaloosa, right down the road, in partnership with William Penn University. They've got that nursing program there, and that we'd have a pipeline for those employees to come and stay in our district instead of going to Des Moines or Iowa City. Third, we need a third base with some taxes. A lot of people, probably here, but I know a lot of people that are working 2 jobs just to get ahead. And we started really great with that big beautiful bill, the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, but we missed one. No tax on second jobs is something that the People's Hill campaign has been running on. Real simple. If you work 2 jobs, your second job would be state income tax exempt, and it equals to single earners. There's more details on our website on all the numbers. And that's just to help encourage people to work hard to get out of their poverty, get off of government assistance, and really do something for us. And then finally, we need a home run. So we have that no tax on overtime that we talked about, but sometimes when you're working 2 jobs, it's because your first job won't let you work overtime. If you work at Casey's, for instance, they don't let you work overtime. And I know in the email that she sent out to invite us to the campaign, she was mentioning how expensive the Casey stops are getting across the campaign trail. It just made me laugh because I actually work at Casey's. So before that, I was working 12 hours just at the factory, working part-time at Casey's, and then doing the plasma on top of that. And so what we're trying to do, thank you, is change that so you're on your second job that you're making, as long as your first job on your W-2 is full-time, then your second W-2 would give you a 25% tax credit, and that's kind of help to balance some of that offset where you're not getting that overtime pay on your second job. You're working the hours, but you're getting screwed. So we're trying to balance that out a little bit. So your second job would then be tax-free, and you get a little bit of credit for what you're doing to help pay for your first job. Anyway, on my website, it's thepeopleshill.com. On there, you'll find more information you'll ever want to read. There's a lot on there. Most politicians will just give you a couple of basic lines and a couple of basic policies and little to no information and ask you for a check. I'm not here for your money. I don't want your money. I just would like your vote on June 2nd. And if you have any more questions, you can find me afterwards or on my website. Thank you.